I think the Chicago Bears fans at least, might have some questions about their ranking at 27. Last year, they traded for Montez Sweat. The defense played much better after Sweat got there. I don't think his actual play was as good, maybe correlated with that, but I like Montez Sweat quite a bit as a player.
Yep.
But I don't love him. I mean, when he was with Washington, he may have legitimately been the third or fourth best player on that defensive line behind Jonathan Allen, behind a healthy Chase Young. Now you're talking about Montez Sweat anchoring the Bears defensive line. Again, I'm a Montez Sweat fan, but as the guy anchoring the defensive line, DeMarcus Walker, they paid him a little bit a couple years ago. He was just okay last year. Solid play from Andrew Billings. They need Gervon Dexter. They need Zach Pickens. They need one of those developmental SEC prospects from last year to develop in year two. Dominique Robinson had that one good game rushing off the edge as a rookie in 35th grade last year, has never really progressed. Developmental prospect in Austin Booker. It is not really a deep defensive line in Chicago.
No, and actually...
But there's a lot of what-ifs there, is the point.
Montez Sweat, I think, is a very good player and made a huge difference to that defensive line. He provides a consistent, quite high-frequency source of pressure for a defensive line that, absent him, had none, literally none. They were the worst team in the NFL in terms of generating pressure without Montez Sweat. You bring him on, they're not exactly high, but they're no longer off the bottom of the rankings by themselves when it comes to pressure. They really need Gervon Dexter in particular, I think, to take a big step forward year two. He's a weird player in that, in college, he was probably more of a run defender than he was a pass rusher. He was wildly raw and inconsistent, whatever he was. You bring him in as a rookie, his run defense grade is atrocious. He actually, though, did show a reasonable amount as a pass rusher, but it's still way short of being a consistent impact interior presence from a pressure standpoint. So what does that look like year two? Does he take a big step forward, or is he going to be kind of similar to what we saw initially, which is, you'll get some pressure. It'll come at the cost of some run defense, and generally it's not a massive addition to the defensive line generally. But overall, on paper, this is like Montez Sweat and friends, and that's not great.